Hello and welcome to Numeristical, bringing you the picks of the day for Monday, May 13th at 6:30 in the morning here, California time. Let's get right into reviewing our picks from yesterday. So yesterday, kind of a split decision. So we were 1-2, but we hit on the big upset with the Marlins taking the Phillies. Marlins beat the Phillies. It was kind of an interesting game. The Phillies went up 3-0. Marlins pulled ahead 6-3. Philly came back to tie it at the in the sixth inning, I believe, and then it was tied 6-6. Went to extra innings, and the Marlins pulled it out in the 10th. So we get the win there, plus 210. We missed on both of our overs. Braves Mets was 4-3. If the Braves could have tied it up, it would have went over, but they didn't. Rangers Rockies is actually quite a low score. But net, we ended up zero point 0.1 units because that upset was so big that it was worth two losses, and then some. And so we are now up zero point 0.1 units for the day and up 3.86 units for the season. So let's get into today's picks. So for sides, here's the full list of games. We got almost the full slate today, 14 games going. And here are the probabilities that's given to the home teams in all these games. And the model is telling us to take a closer look at 5 home teams and 1 away team. So the first team it's telling us to take a look at is the Red Sox. It likes the Red Sox if you can get a line of 102, plus 102. With Pinnacle showing minus 111. So let's take a look, see if we get 102 on the Red Sox. And yeah, no, we're not going to get 102 there. The best they're getting is minus 114. So we're actually kind of far on that one. Next up, Phillies Mets. It's saying take the Mets if you can get plus 112. Pinnacle showing 114. So we might be able to find something there. Let's take a look. Phillies, Mets, and yes, you can see we can get 115 at Bet Online. So we will grab that. Mets plus 115 at Bet Online. So let's mark that down. Mets. Mets plus 115. Okay, next up we want to look at is the Nationals and the White Sox. Again, the model's saying take a look at the White Sox. Says plus 130, gives you enough of an edge that it's worth a bet. And let's take a look. Nationals, White Sox down here in the Interleague. And we're seeing 120, but it's saying get 130 to give yourself enough of an edge, and we're not seeing 130, so we'll take a bet there. Next up, Guardians Rangers. It likes the Rangers at plus 104. Again, this is probably a tough one to find a bet. Yeah, we're not getting. It wants plus 104 on the Rangers, which we're not seeing. We're not seeing any positive numbers. We're seeing minus 106, but that's as good as it's getting. So not going to find a bet there. Finally, for the home teams, it likes the Diamondbacks over the Reds, and says to take them at minus 120 if you can get that price. And yeah, we're not getting minus 120. And finally, one visiting team, the Pirates at the Brewers. It's saying take a look at the Pirates if you can get 128 with Pinnacle showing 132. So we should find a bet here. Let's take a look. Here we go. Pinnacle showing 132. We're only seeing 131 here, but that's still better than the 128 we need. So we'll take it at 131. You can see it here at Superbook or at Bet Online. I'm sorry, I looked at the wrong line. Yeah, Superbook. Superbook has them at 131. Actually, bet on the line. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, so both of them are showing Pirates plus 131. So we'll take that. Pirates 131. Okay, so that's all our list for totals for sides. Now let's move on to totals. So here's the full slate of totals and the probabilities it's putting on them. And it's having us take a closer look at 1 under and 5 overs. But most of these are still kind of look like they're going to be hard to get. So on the unders, it's saying Rangers Guardians under 9, but one's better than even money. So we're kind of looking for like 9.5 probably. Let's click over to totals. Under 9, but we want better than even money, so we're not going to find that. And in fact, Circa's already gone to 8.5 on that game. Or has stayed at 8.5. I guess they just stayed at 8.5 and open there. Okay. Next up, Blue Jays Rays. This is an over. Wants 102, again, better than even money. Over 8. Blue Jays Orioles. Blue Jays Orioles. Over 8, actually, we might be seeing it. Let's see. Over 8, it wants 102. And over 8, actually, we've got a 105 here at Caesars. Over 8. Interesting. So let's take that. Blue Jays, Orioles, over 8, plus 105. Blue Jays, Orioles. Over 8 at 105. Okay. Next up, White Sox Nationals. Over 8.5. One's better than even money, so this is going to be a tough one because it's only showing 118. White Sox Nationals. Yeah, we got 8.5 across the board and nothing approaching even money on the overs, so we're not going to find a bet there. Next up, Brewers Pirates again. Over 8. One's better than even money. Over 8. No, and in fact, it's going 8.5. Next, Diamondbacks Reds. This one's close. 8.5. It wants minus 108. Diamondbacks Reds. 8.5 over. We're looking for minus 108. Looks like the best we're getting is minus 115. So we're getting close there, but not close enough. So no bet there. And then finally the Royals and the Mariners. Over the line is 7, and it's saying take the over if you get minus 110. Over 7. And this one, yeah, we're getting, in fact, we can get minus 109 here at Heritage on the Royals Mariners 7. So over 7, minus 109 right there. So we're going to take that one. Royals Mariners. Over 7, minus 109. Okay, so that's all we got for totals. Those are our mainline bets for today. We got 4, 2 Two money lines, Mets and Pirates. Mets plus 115, Pirates plus 131. Um, and then we got the Blue Jays Orioles over 8 at plus 105. Got the Royals and Mariners over 7 at minus 109. Now let's take a look at the spread. So I didn't review the spreads from yesterday. The spread bet we had from yesterday was actually the Marlins again. So we had the Marlins also plus 1.5 on this sort of separately tracked spreads betting list. So we got 1.31 units for that because we were betting the spread instead of money line. So the spreads model, and it's in the 4 bets it's made so far, is plus up 0.19 units, so up a tiny fraction of a unit. Let's look at the spreads bets for today though. So here's the full list of games. Here's what it thinks about all the spreads. Scroll down a little bit for people who want to see these numbers. Let's do this. Back up and go across and down. So then it's saying, when you ask it to narrow down according to what odds are available, it's looking at 2 games. We got, again, Guardians and Rangers. It likes the Rangers minus 1.5 if you can get plus 192, with it showing 185 right now. So let's take a look and see if we could find something. So we'll click on over to spreads, Rangers minus 1.5, and you can see we're getting 185. So I think that's what we want, right? We want Rangers minus 1.5 plus 185. And yeah, or no, I'm sorry, we needed 192. It was showing 185. I'm sorry, I got the numbers confused. Model actually wants as high as 192. It's not going to get, doesn't look like. We have the 185, but we not have better than that. So no bet there. Next up, Royals Mariners minus 1.5 on the Mariners if you can get 148. With it showing 155, so we should be able to find a bet there. Let's take a look. Royals Mariners right here. Mariners minus 1.5. Yeah, in fact, we can get plus 160 on the Royals Mariners, and that's good enough. So we'll take that as our spreads bet. Mariners minus 1.5 plus 160. So those are the bets for today. I am actually some exciting news for all of you watchers. I'm going to be heading to Las Vegas today. I will be at the Circa, which is kind of like the mecca of sports betting in Vegas. So I'm going to do a couple of shows from there and hopefully bring you some interesting tidbits of stuff I learn and see while I'm over there. So stay tuned and keep an eye out for the next couple of videos from Circa Las Vegas. Have a great day. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.